December 7th, 2023 were the Game Awards, where most every developer gets a chance to show what's coming up. It's the place to platform and market and talk about the things that are coming, even though we're also celebrating what has been. And guess what was not talked about? Nothing regarding Star Wars. Nothing regarding the largest IP. Nothing regarding any of the upcoming games, any of the things that fans might want to be excited about. And instead, we just keep dealing with the same rumors of things being canceled, of KOTOR going away, of what's going on with Outlaws, we don't know. And even in all of that, the fans really want something, and Lucas Games isn't giving it to them. In what world does a business decide they're not going to give the customer what they want, that the fan base, the customers that are loyal to them, have a desire for a very specific thing, and yet the business is going to say, I don't think you really want that. I don't think you really want that. Instead, we're going to give you this other thing, and yeah, maybe that'll make you happy. That's not what works. The popularity of Star Wars video games have been on the back of Battlefront, a multiplayer gaming experience, much like you see a lot of the other first-person shooters. And what has actually been a good thing is that when you balance these multiplayer games alongside good single-player games, people that love the multiplayer will pause playing the multiplayer for a little bit of time, go play the single player, enjoy that game, and then go back to the multiplayer experience. It's the thing that kind of carries you from game to game because of the replayability, because of hopping on with your friends and doing all of the things that people love to do in video games. So why does Lucas Games just say, no, we're not giving that to you? What is the point? What is the purpose? And so instead of that, instead of having something to get us from game to game to game, we just sit here. We just sit here with nothing to do. No idea if video games are canceled or still in development or not. We just go off of internet rumor after internet rumor. And as a result, the gaming community is getting fed up. The gaming community is looking at Lucas Games, looking at what is coming. Supposedly, this was supposed to be the explosion of Star Wars games because the IP is no longer just held under EA. But instead, we've gotten the opposite. We've gotten less. We've gotten nothing. All we know is Outlaws is coming sometime maybe in 2024. And in a time when the TV shows, when the movies, when the other things of Star Wars have been a problem, the video games have usually been the place we can go to still enjoy Star Wars content, to have fun in the universe that we love. And now that's not here either. So now we're left wondering, why in the world would Lucas Games not give it really fit that mold? Do I think single player games, campaign games in general can be fantastic for Star Wars? Yes, but not at the neglect of everything else. You have to understand what is popular and not just do the little things on the side that you think are interesting. You do have to cater in some respects to what's happening. Look at how Fortnite has kind of taken over the video game industry. They're doing Minecraft now with the new Lego Fortnite, and they're releasing basically their version of Rocket League. So you can see how they're starting to see what's popular. Let's see what's popular around, and let's do that. Why? Because people will play it. Because people enjoy our IP. I wonder, Lucas Games, what if you did the same thing? What if you looked around and see what is popular? To see what people enjoy, and then do that, but in Star Wars. Put your own twist on it. Put your own spin on it. That's what we're talking about. This doesn't mean the games that haven't been made haven't been enjoyable. I've enjoyed them. But the problem is the keeping the people engaged. This is why so many games do yearly drops again and again, or they do downloadable content again and again, and you look forward to the new thing. Look at GTA 6. The trailer just broke all kinds of records for being seen on YouTube. Why? Because people are anticipating that next multiplayer experience. That's where gaming is. And to ignore that is quite ridiculous. So do you have any hope? Do you have any hope that the games coming out are going to be something that you're interested in playing? Or are you just going to have to sit here and wait another 2 to 3 to 5 years for a game just to be told that it's now canceled? That's the state of Star Wars video games. It's unlike any other. This is not like the other developers. This is not like the other IPs. And one could argue that there's more money and more possibility to be made in the Star Wars universe, yet people aren't buying in. People aren't doing it. And I have to think that it all comes back to some of the frustration of the fan base to do with the movies and the TV shows and the way Disney has handled this whole thing. So, is there hope? Well, maybe. Maybe it'll change. But if it's based on recent history, no, nothing's going to change, and we're just going to be left waiting for another game to be canceled.